AskReddit by Time Travellerson. In the past, something must have happened to our ancestors for centuries to make us instinctively clench our butts when something scares us. What are similar evolutionary traits that must have funny backstories? Our ancestors had a thing for comfort food. After a stressful tough day of hunting and gathering, they went for hearty meals like mammoth steaks and roasted roots. Those who savored every bite weren't just satisfying their taste buds, they were replenishing their energy reserves for the challenges ahead. Fast forward to today, when we're feeling low or stressed, nothing hits the spot like a plate of comfort food. So our love for comfort food is a tribute to our resilient ancestors who knew how to fuel up and face the world. But when I tell my partner I'm being resilient when eating comfort cake, all of a sudden it's not brave or whatever. Deleted. I prefer to think our ancestors were visited by alien beings quite often, and they knew what would happen if they were caught. It's thought sense of humor actually has a deeper backstory. Amidst the daily struggles for survival, one clever individual discovers the power of laughter to alleviate tension and foster social bonds, thus enabling our ancestors to navigate the complexities of interpersonal relationships and find joy amidst adversity. Laughter is the sound of victory. IDK if this is true of where it comes from, but I heard it yesterday from my dad and I liked it. Sweet tooth. Imagine our ancient ancestors foraging for food in the wild. Their senses heightened to detect sources of nutrition. One fortunate individual stumbles upon a patch of ripe, sweet berries, triggering a surge of pleasure in their brain. Over time, those with a preference for sweetness thrived, as they were more likely to consume energy-rich fruits and survive periods of scarcity. Thus, the sweet tooth became a cherished trait passed down through generations. Humans like sugar, fat, and salt. Not coincidentally, that is the stuff that is most important for short-term survival. My mom's jazz hands when she gets scared. Our ancient ancestors delaying tasks or decisions to conserve energy and resources. Millennia later, procrastination persists as we navigate modern life's endless distractions and competing priorities. Hangry effect. Our ancestors kicking into beast mode whilst they are out hunting and hungry. Uncanny valley. Our ancestors faced something that was imitating looking like humans but hunting them down. Or something else we don't know. I always thought that sounded cool. Unfortunately, the more likely explanation is it kept us from fucking dead bodies. And cool one is empathy. Our early human squad, feeling each other's highs and lows and lending a hand when things got tough. Back in the day, the ones who could vibe with their crew and show some love when times were rough were the ones who got the same love in return. Anthropologist Margaret Mead said that the first sign of civilization is a skeleton with healed broken bones because it means that the community took care of them while recovered. It's interesting to me that many ancient cultures portray others as tall, thin humanoid figures with skeletal facial features. To this day, a common horror trope across all modern civilizations involves tall, slender humanoids to sharp teeth, long fingers, and large dark eyes. What existed during our evolution and development that made us afraid like that? Could be shadows? They are scariest when elongated. And then big eyes and sharp teeth claws were added in stories because that's what we feared from other predators. Cold shrinkage for a penis. It wants to stay cozy and warm. Love this one. When our ancestors needed to navigate with scent detecting food, danger or potential mates. Millennia later, our olfactory memories are a symphony of fragrances, evoking emotions and memories with a single whiff, connecting us to our ancestral past in ways. Let's talk about growers versus showers. Now, the shower looks more impressive most of the time, and thus was probably more likely to attract a mate. The grower, however, was like showing ancient woman a magic trick. This is how both varietals of penis have managed to survive. Something that doesn't have to poop moves faster and is harder to track. Someone explain why when I hear a sudden loud noise that would normally startle people, instead of getting startled I get angry. Like really angry. Anger response instead of fear. No idea why. You probably have issues with feeling vulnerable, so your brain represses the fear. You aren't ready to hear the story of how pull my finger started. Dad face, when the kids do something stupid. We all have it. We've all seen it. Do other animals clench their cheeks while scared? Time to science. I'm just happy unclenching our butts and evacuating our bowels immediately lost out edit spelling. Clumsy Homo sapiens ancestor struggled to grasp a slippery fish wriggling in their hands. As the fish slipped away for the umpteenth time, they inadvertently honed their reflexes and coordination. Thanks to that we now have butterfingers syndrome. If scared and hiding, shitting yourself can endanger the group. While frogs may use such to wick potential predators away, it could be a tactic of diminishing returns for larger organisms. Sneezing in the bright sunshine. I have never experienced this in my life. The sentence scared the shit out of me. I love this question.